While designing this level, I stuck to one major design philosophy: show, don't tell. This is evident here in the player start. As you can see here and here, there are 2 points of interest for the player: a long, dense forest with very little objectives in sight, or a tall cliff with a rock on top of it. If you look here, the player could use the rock as an already established point of reference. If you look here and here, these are the 2 places that the player was supposed to find, all on their own, no printed strings or words to help them. This next part of the video is designed to show the map from above, as well as showcase a different map that I've been working on. Excuse the trees in the distance, my computer couldn't render the transition in real time. Here I kept a similar style as the last level. What I did was place the player on top of a cliff so that they would have to find a way down, and they could also see that their objective is at the end of this valley. It also showcases any of the challenges that the player might face in the future. For example, that pit of fire. And here's that nasty fire again. This is my favorite part of the level that I created. I put a trigger box in the fire to allow for a dynamic change in tone. Whenever the player would end up running through this forest, they would get the feeling of an ominous evening rather than a clear sunny day. Please brace. This is one of my earlier projects, but I like the use of level design rather than the aesthetic. This level follows a lot of the same design philosophies that I had previously established in many of my games. The first thing the player sees is an enemy that runs up to them and tells them they're going to be killed, and then subsequently they are killed. That's the first step of this level. Immediately the player knows who the enemy is and what they do. It's based on line of sight since they had to walk up to the enemy. But since they restart the level seeing the sliding door, they know that they could use it for cover, as you'll see in this next clip. This is my favorite part of this level. It's designed to accumulate both the fear that the player has of the enemy and the mechanics they know about the enemy. The player then gets a feeling of accomplishment whenever they walk through all of the enemies, and then proceed on to the next section.